All right. Uh, okay. I'm having a hard time with this video because my insecurity is that I suck at talking, and I've always been bad at talking, but most of you know that I have a mental illness, or I don't know. Most of you probably don't know that, but I have bipolar type 1, and I've had about 5 manic episodes, and they the most recent one that I had, it did mild damage to my brain, and my brain just works slower now, and it really sucks. And it's my biggest insecurity because I was never good at talking to begin with, but now it's just like it takes a while for me to think of the right words to say, and my vocabulary is worse, and I'm saying ums and ahs a lot, and it's just man, it was so hard to do that. It was so hard to deal with that for obvious reasons. Um, the good news is that my IQ is the same, but it's just it's like just imagine you're in a car and you're driving and the RPM on the engine is like all the way up to like 8 or whatever, and you're driving like that for like 1,000 miles straight, and your engine is like just working as hard as it can for like a really long trip, and that's kind of what happened to me. That's what a manic episode is like. Your mind is just firing and firing and firing, and having those high RPMs is going to do damage to the engine, just like a manic episode can do damage to your brain. So the whole point I'm sharing this with you guys is, um, even though I have shortcomings and I'm not good at stringing words together in real time, I'm not going to let it stop me from what I want to do. I still am passionate about interviewing interesting people and finding the truth. And I know a lot of people who aren't good at talking, like me, might hold themselves back, and they might not do it because most people, pretty much everyone that I've seen on podcasts, like they're all really good at talking. And I think it's because there's kind of like maybe this unwritten rule that people think that there is, that you have to have the gift of gab, and you have to have a conversationalist if you want to have a successful podcast on YouTube or social media or whatever. Um, but I don't think you have to. I think that you can still have really good quality conversations and talk about interesting concepts, even though you might have to ask your guest to repeat something because you didn't understand exactly the point they were making, or if you take a little bit longer to speak. I just wanna, I just wanna, I hope that I can help people just like still go for it and still understand that they have value, um, even if they might not, be as good at conversationalism. I don't even think that's a word. Uh, it really sucks. Like, man, I just, I'm not going to let it stop me, and I'm still going to go for it. And I'm probably going to say some sort of disclaimer at the beginning of my podcast and say, like, I don't know, I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to say. I can come up with intelligent things to say if I have time to think about it and write it down. Um, but I'm just, I think there's lots of problems with just like the way, like the culture, like the social media culture. Like, people think that you have to like dress a certain way or talk a certain way, and that's just not as important as uh, what the culture says. is important. But anyways, that's it. It's hard for me to put my thoughts into words, and it's always been like that, but now it's worse because of my manic episodes, but I'm not going to let it stop me. This video didn't come out the way I wanted it to come out because I just, you know, hopefully I can get better at making these videos come out the way I want them to. But um, on a side note, if anyone has mental illness, I strongly recommend the ketogenic diet because I've been on that for about five or 6 months, and my symptoms have gotten a lot better, and I've been able to reduce my medication in half. And I think there's a really good chance that I'll be able to get off my medication completely and basically put my mental illness behind me. So that's a little side note. Just check out the ketogenic diet if you have a mental illness. But yeah, that's basically all I wanted to communicate. All right. I love you guys. Peace out.